Have you ever noticed she's quiet, distant, or even ignores your messages, but deep down, you know she still cares? It's confusing, frustrating, and it can make even the most confident man question himself. Here's the truth most men never understand. When a woman still has feelings but stays silent, it's not because she doesn't care. It's because she's afraid of getting hurt, afraid of looking vulnerable, or afraid of losing control. She's battling emotions she can't fully express. And if you react the wrong way, you might push her even further away. But there's a better way, a Stoic way. The man who understands this doesn't beg, plead, or chase. He observes. He stays calm. He uses psychology and emotional intelligence to decode her silence, and slowly, subtly draws her back without pressure. In this video, I'll reveal why she's silent even though she still loves you, the subtle signs she's emotionally invested, how to respond with calm, controlled energy that makes her want you more. Because once you grasp this, you stop being reactive. You stop guessing. You stop losing opportunities. And suddenly, you hold the power to reconnect on your terms. 1. Understanding silent feelings. Why she doesn't speak up. When a woman still has feelings but chooses silence, it's rarely indifference. Fear, pride, past heartbreak, or emotional uncertainty often keep her from expressing herself. Recognizing this mindset helps you interpret her actions correctly and prevents misreading signals that can destroy attraction. 2. The Stoic mindset. Emotional control over reaction. Reacting emotionally to her silence only pushes her further away. A Stoic approach teaches calm observation, emotional restraint, and strategic action. By controlling your responses and maintaining presence, you amplify your value and keep her intrigued without chasing. 3 subtle signs. She still cares. Even in silence, her body language, energy, and behavior reveal the truth. Examples include lingering glances, unexpected gestures, small texts, or reactions when you talk to other women. Understanding these micro-signals allows you to decode her feelings without confrontation. 4. The danger of overanalyzing. Most men overthink her silence, creating unnecessary stress and neediness. This section explains how overanalyzing lowers your value, kills attraction, and signals desperation. Instead, observing with detachment maintains your high-status energy. 5. Emotional triggers she tests. Women often test men subtly through emotional push-pull, indirect questions, or teasing. Recognizing these tests allows you to respond appropriately, increase attraction, and maintain control of interactions without becoming reactive or needy. 6. Transforming silence into connection. The secret lies in creating curiosity and emotional tension without pressuring her. Controlled communication, playful engagement, and confident presence make her feel safe to open up gradually. This section teaches actionable steps to turn silent interest into active desire. 7. Avoiding common mistakes. Many men misinterpret silence as rejection and either chase excessively, guilt her, or withdraw completely. Understanding and avoiding these mistakes preserves attraction and strengthens your position as the high-value man she secretly wants. Strategic patience, waiting without losing control. Patience is a superpower. Waiting with composure rather than forcing conversation demonstrates self-control, maturity, and confidence. This creates tension and makes her respect your emotional stability. 9. Stoic communication techniques. Using minimal, purposeful communication is key. Texts, calls, and in-person conversations should be intentional, emotionally neutral, and value-driven. This section provides examples of messages and conversation strategies that maintain intrigue. 10. Final mindset shift. Lead, don't chase. Ultimately, you must stop seeking validation from her silence. Leading interactions, focusing on your life and value, and responding with calm authority ensures she becomes emotionally drawn to you. A high-value Stoic man transforms uncertainty into opportunity. 1. Understanding silent feelings. Why she doesn't speak up. Have you ever noticed her silence? That quiet distance that makes your mind spin? You text, she replies minimally. You call, she hesitates. Yet deep down you know she still cares. This isn't random. Silence often signals fear, pride, or unresolved emotions. Women who love but don't speak are protecting themselves. Maybe she's afraid of rejection or getting hurt again. Maybe she's struggling with past heartbreak or wants to maintain control over her feelings. Most men misread this as indifference. They panic, overanalyze, or try to force conversation, unknowingly signaling neediness. The truth? Her silence is an emotional test, A way to observe how you handle uncertainty and control. High-value men see silence differently. They understand that it's not the absence of feeling, it's the presence of caution. By interpreting her behavior correctly, you avoid chasing and instead position yourself as stable, confident, and desirable. Actionable step. Observe her energy and gestures without overreacting. Note the small signs, lingering glances, subtle texts, or interest in your life, but stay composed. This calm awareness is your first Stoic advantage. 2. The Stoic mindset. Emotional control over reaction. When she's silent, your first instinct might be to chase, plead, or analyze every word she says. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Observe, don't react. Reacting emotionally to her silence shows dependence, desperation, and instability, all attraction killers. Instead, a Stoic approach focuses on emotional discipline. You maintain presence, pursue your life and passions, and respond only with intentional, composed actions. Think about figures like Elon Musk or David Beckham. They aren't defined by others' reactions. They lead from calm authority. Your interactions with her should be the same. Measured, confident, and intentional. Actionable step. Before texting or calling, ask yourself, am I reacting emotionally, or am I responding with purpose? Only act if your communication adds value, curiosity, or tension. 3 subtle signs. She still cares. Even when she's silent, women often reveal their feelings unconsciously. Watch for micro-signals. Lingering glances when she thinks you're not looking. Smiling when you enter a room. Random gestures of kindness. Reacting emotionally when you talk to other women. These cues are her silent admission she still cares. Most men miss these because they're too focused on words rather than behavior. Actionable step. Keep a mental checklist of these subtle behaviors. Respond with calm curiosity rather than desperation. If she shows signs, lean into playful engagement. Don't over-explain or question her intentions. 4. The danger of overanalyzing. Men often create stress where none exists. One delayed reply, one awkward look, and suddenly, you're imagining the worst-case scenario. Overanalyzing kills attraction. It signals insecurity. The Stoic approach? Detach emotionally. Observe patterns, not isolated moments. Understand that silence is a part of her strategy, not a reflection of your worth. Actionable step. Maintain your schedule, hobbies, and social life. The more balanced your world, the less her silence affects you, and the more attraction she feels toward your stability. 5 emotional triggers she tests. Women naturally test men to gauge emotional control. Her silence may hide subtle tests. Indirect questions, like, do you really like me? Emotional push-pull, I don't care if you go out tonight. Playful teasing. Most men react emotionally, fail the test, and chase harder. High-value men respond with calm, playful authority, increasing attraction effortlessly. Actionable step, recognize the test. Respond lightly, humorously, or with curiosity, maintaining calm dominance. Example, maybe I don't care, but I'll see you later anyway. 6. Transforming silence into connection. The key isn't forcing conversation. It's creating emotional tension and curiosity. She's silent because she wants to feel intrigue and challenge. Respond with intentional messages, light teasing, and confident presence. Let her experience your high-value energy. The combination of your calmness and subtle engagement encourages her to open up naturally. Actionable step. Send short, value-driven texts. Lead interactions in person. Let your confidence fill the silence rather than chasing it away. 7. Avoiding common mistakes. Chasing, guilt-tripping, overtexting, and emotional begging are the biggest mistakes men make. These behaviors reduce attraction and destroy tension. Actionable step, maintain composure. Avoid overreacting to her silence. Let your actions speak louder than words. Strategic patience, waiting without losing control. Patience is magnetic. Waiting demonstrates self-discipline and
emotional maturity. Women notice when a man isn't desperate, and they are naturally drawn to the stability. Actionable step. Focus on improving your self-workouts, skills, social life. Respond when appropriate, but never from panic. 9. Stoic communication techniques. Every message, call, or interaction should have intention. Minimal, purposeful communication increases curiosity and keeps her invested. Avoid over-explaining or oversharing emotions. Actionable step. Use humor, challenge, or value-driven content in your texts. Example, saw something today that reminded me of you. Made me smile. 10. Final mindset shift. Lead, don't chase. At this stage, it's crucial to understand one simple truth. Her silence is not a rejection, it's a test of your emotional strengths and value. Most men panic when a woman pulls back or goes quiet. They start overanalyzing, texting excessively, or trying to force her attention. But chasing always signals insecurity. It communicates the opposite of what women are truly attracted to: confidence, control, and independence. The high-value man doesn't need constant validation. He understands that attraction is not earned through begging or proving himself. It's built through presence, composure, and leadership in the interaction. By leading, you take control of the dynamic instead of letting her uncertainty dictate your behavior. This isn't about manipulation, it's about self-mastery, awareness, and emotional intelligence. Leadership here means setting the pace of communication, initiating conversations with purpose, and demonstrating that your life is full, interesting, and high value. She notices your independence. She notices your calm, confident demeanor. And slowly, she begins to feel drawn to your energy, not your attention. Imagine a man like David Beckham walking into a room. He doesn't need to chase anyone's approval. People are naturally drawn to him because of the energy he radiates: calm, confident, and composed. You can embody the same principle. Actionable steps. Lead the interaction, initiate conversations, suggest activities, or plan meetups, but do it confidently and without over-explaining. Focus on your life, invest time in personal growth, hobbies, fitness, and social life. Your independence amplifies your value. Respond with purpose, not emotion. Don't react impulsively to her silence or mixed signals. Use measured, intentional communication. Maintain calm authority. Your emotional stability communicates strengths. She senses it, even subconsciously. When you apply this mindset consistently, her silence stops being confusing or frustrating. Instead, it becomes an opportunity, an emotional tension that draws her closer. She begins to open up because she sees a man who doesn't chase, a man who leads, and a man whose value is independent of her attention. The final truth: attraction follows confidence, composure, and leadership, not desperation. By embodying this, you transform hidden feelings into open
desire. She may have been silent before, uncertain, maybe even guarded, testing boundaries, holding back her true feelings, unsure if she could trust or open up. Her hesitations weren't about you personally. They were about the energy she sensed, the signals she picked up from every man she's encountered. But now everything has shifted. Under your calm, steady presence, under your unshakable composure and quiet confidence, she begins to feel safe, curious, intrigued, even drawn toward you. That silence no longer holds tension. It turns into anticipation. The walls she had built begin to crumble, not because you forced them down, but because your self-mastery naturally dissolves doubt. And in this space, she doesn't just notice you, she wants you. She leans in emotionally, seeks your attention subtly, and responds to your cues instinctively. You are no longer chasing reactions. You are orchestrating the dynamic effortlessly. Every glance, every word, every pause works in your favor. You are fully in control, not through force, but through presence, leadership, and the magnetic certainty that comes from a man who knows his worth and refuses to be shaken.